Hello, everyone. Welcome to another round of the Podracing experiment for about 20. My name is Game Draco. Right, anyway, almost.
Hello.
And we're starting on Book to Training. So this needs no introduction. It's the first track of the game we're doing this on. It's between KryptoRacer and Mageius. Whoever wins this advances deeper into the loser's bracket, and whoever loses this gets eliminated.
Now, KryptoRacer is probably the heavy favorite to win today, right?
Yeah, he is the heavy favorite to win today. And Crypto is the only non-PC player in this tournament. He's playing on PS4.
And that does mean he's locked to 60 FPS, which is, it's not a total handicap. There are good players who play at 60 FPS, but it can be a handicap.
It's a bit bigger of a handicap compared to lower frame rates on average.
Exactly.
Over off.
KryptoRacer about 3 seconds ahead if we want to get the sync in.
Yep. And this is a characteristic of the PlayStation version, is the much darker exhaust.
I actually did not know that. I've ever played on the PlayStation version. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Ooh, both about neck and neck, but Mage is hitting some rocks there. That's going to slow him down.
Yeah. 36 or 38.
Overall, Crypto looking a lot smoother, much smoother lines. Mage is being a bit jittery.
Yeah. Mageius is usually jittery because he tends to have trouble with wonky controllers.
Mm-hmm. Was he the one in 2020 who played with a SNES controller?
Yes. Also, the text is different. The text font is different on the PS1 compared to PS4 version compared to the PC.
Just looking at it, Crypto is probably a good 5 seconds ahead. At this point, he could probably crash and maybe still win.
Yeah.
And at this point, there's not a lot left for him to crash on. Yep, that's sealed it.
Yeah. 143. Or 153 from Mage. They're going into the permabans.
And the way this works is that every competitor gets to ban 2 tracks.
Abyss ban, no surprise there. That is a brutal track.
On these breakers from KryptoRacer.
Interesting. Defro's Revenge from Mageius was Crypto's other ban. Scrapper's Run, all the Orgibana tracks taken out.
Death Row Glock must be very sad right now. Now, why do you think that is? Afraid of out of bounds, maybe?
Yeah, but Abyss is notorious for its penalty lap, as we like to call it.
Yep. You miss that one jump, and suddenly you're 40 seconds behind. Ends runs.
Bullseye Navoir ban. Spiceman Run. I'm expecting Gravine Gateway, Fire Mountain Rally, or Boots Classic, which are all really strong tracks for Bullseye. And Mageius is very fond of picking those 3 tracks as well.
Mm-hmm. I remember for the longest time, Mageius used mostly Bullseye, didn't he?
He mainly used Slide.
Slide? I don't
Slide Pyramid. Gravine Gateway. Okay.
Looks like I'm not seeing any forces that I can see on this.
Nope. So odds are, once you take out Bullseye, the next best pot on this track in terms of consistency is Neva Key.
And he's a lot slower, but he's much safer than any other options.
Yeah. Theoretically, I think Mars is in between Bullseye and Neva on this track, but he's way, way harder to use because of his wide girth.
Yep, with all those narrow tunnels, and especially in that swamp, he's a lot more dangerous.
Yeah. This track is considered pretty much the hardest in the game. Why would you be using Ben on this track?
Ugh, that's scary, man. That is not what I would do.
No!
Turning to make this happen.
I like to remark that using Ben on this track is like trying to use a dragster on a Formula One track.
Especially at 60 FPS, you don't have the slide for that.
No, not at all. And Mageius is taking the smarter path with Neva Key. This I did not expect to see Ben. I know Domarain has managed to push him very close to Bullseye, but but he's still not faster than Bullseye, and he's still way less reliable than Neva Key, Mars Glow, Methodic, Elon Beck.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm expecting to see a lot of bonks and a lot of crashes right now.
Yeah, I expect a bunch of crashes from Crypto with this. Okay.
Mars from Mageius. That's interesting. Do you think he's just trying that out, or it's like he was at Neva before? It's on Mars now.
Yeah. And then there's this wide girth coming into me. He has great agility, but I think both of them are trying to switch. You realize that's not going to work. Going with Anakin, the track favorite, that's probably a safe pick for this track.
Well, Ace did make it work in tournament a few years back. But that's because, Ace is one of the top runners even still. It's like he's not...
Yeah.
Domaray's overtaken him, but Ace is still pretty good. Anakin, though, Crypto's probably betting on just racing cleanly, racing safely, and just not taking as many crashes as he needs to. That's the only way he's going to beat Neva, I think. And it looks like we're seeing Anakin versus Mars. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. And one long-time viewer said, this is going to take a while because it's GBT.
That is true.
Here we go.
There's the start.
Neither one gets the boost start.
May just looks like there we go. Early crash. I was about to say he looks like he's struggling with how twitchy Mars is with sensitivity right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anakin is. Oh!
And a
Where's the
second
white
crash.
girth taking the crash?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Anakin. We talked about the spiral down. This section is known by Cheeseland by the developer's name. That is not make it up. The developers called it Cheeseland. And now we're entering the Swallow Strait, and now we're going into the jungle. This part is really dark and blinding. I remember going back in the day tuning my TV up its brightness so I could race this track. And now here we go. Oh, that's so easy to crash in this. This is like the swap. This is pretty much considered the hardest part of any track in the whole game.
Yep, there's another one.
Low frame rates makes this way easier to do because of the sliding.
Yep, that lower traction at lower FPS means you still can't take it at full speed, but you can take it a lot faster than a 60 FPS.
Yeah. One of the few parts of the game where you have to slam on the brakes regardless. You even have to slam on the brakes using the pedal on a Bullseye. Oh.
Coming. Boosting around that corner does not work.
Nope. 157.
Ooh, nice red engine there.
Yeah.
And here comes lap 2. Let's see how Crypto takes that shortcut.
Yeah. It's a brutal shortcut.
Bonk there.
Yeah.
Like, that's a hard shortcut to take even with Bullseye.
Yeah. Oh, 235.
And a crash from Mageius.
Yep. Into the warning, double red.
And that's not when you want to be repairing. Just, well, there we go. Problem solved, I guess.
And Mageius doesn't even take the shortcut.
Oof. There goes Crypto, learning from lap 1, didn't crash there.
151. This track is, what also makes this track so difficult is that it's one of the few tracks that is agility over speed.
This and Fire Mountain Rally, and arguably a bit Brew Coast. Brew Coast, you can brute force it with Ben, but you need to get lucky on that one. It's like that one is really heavily RNG.
Yeah. It's a classic. It's pretty much RNG unless you know the timing of the Tuscan Dune turn. Because Ultra Classic for the longest of time was fastest with Bolt Week back in the day. I go back since 2008 running this game, and for the longest of time we thought Bullseye was the fastest on Ultra Classic just because of how brutal and winding it is.
Mm-hmm. Just barely dodging that tree there with Crypto. Good job that.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, so get
Oh.
244.
Okay. 244. At least he didn't get lapped. It hasn't been uncommon to see Mageius get lapped on this track.
Mm-hmm. Mageius not nosing down for some reason. You can take those turns nose down with Mars.
Yeah. 539. Well, the thing is that booster on the PC doesn't necessarily have to be nose down.
Ouch, that's like 2 crashes in 2 seconds. That hurts.
This section can really do you in, particularly with Diva and Bullseye, just because their acceleration's so energetic and they're so fragile.
Sometimes you just got to tune Neva Key down a little bit. Give him less acceleration. That helps.
Yeah, lucky that that's the case. Acceleration's too good for him sometimes.
And again, now is not the place where you want a flashy red engine riding these curves.
Yeah. At least he didn't go to the no upgrades. Otherwise, that would have taken more than 10 minutes.
Yep. Can you imagine doing this with Bull's Roar?
Yeah, and he did that 10-minute run with him.
Oh, no. Speaking of force points, Mageius has been favoring those fast lap tracks nowadays. So you think we'll see one of those?
I'm pretty sure we're going to see a fast lap of Executioner Gauntlet. Might not even be a bad pick for Mageius here, just because of the fact that the fact that on Executioner and especially the Gauntlet, Crypto runs the risk of a permanent soft lock.
At that 60 FPS, that happened last year.
Happened. Yes, it happened. It happened several times.
Yep. And with that fast lap, you only need to get one good lap. It's like you can't have this. It's not an endurance affair. You just need one good lap.
Yeah.
2-0, Crypto leading.
Yep. Mageius counted 15 deaths for us.
Oof. Ouch.
And ban.
Crypto banning the Bunta Classic.
Very wise move. Endo Prime Centrum.
Any force points? Oh no, don't hover on slide. Don't do this, Mageius.
Oh, land. He said I got free forces this time. I said, yup.
And just to reiterate, forces mean that you can use no upgrades, you can force skips, and you can temp ban 2 more pod racers. You can also force fast laps.
Yep, or a combination of them.
And Mageius has 3 force points left with 3 races left if we go to 5-0.
Endo Prime Centrum fastest lap.
All right, and with Ben banned, probably definitely the next fastest racer is Bull's Roar, but probably the safe bet is Mars Woe with that hairpin there.
Yeah. Bull's Roar. I could also see Mahodic and Elon Mac. Are we going to see a Bull's Mirror on this?
Looks like we're sitting a Bull's Mirror. And since this is the fastest lap, we don't really need to sync it. We're just going to be able to see who's going when. And KryptoRacer is off. Mage is very slightly behind.
Yep. Don't really need to sync because we're doing fast lap.
Yep.
Whoa!
Quick death from KryptoRacer. I did not expect that.
Yeah. And Mageius crashed square into the icicle. Not so sure why he's taking that rip because it's a lot riskier than what Mage is doing.
Yep. Going left for the hairpin turns it into 2 turns instead of 3. Oops, square into the wall.
Easy to get lost on this track in that section.
There are a lot of routes to go through on this city, and there's one that's that's better than all the rest. Just gotta know which route it is.
107. Let's see if they can do better on the second lap.
All right, Mageius lap 1 with 120 on the dot.
He took the left route, he would have probably not crashed. Because
And a bonk on the hairpin turning into a crash.
there's 59.8. Oh,
Crash from both racers at the same time at different spots of the lap. $119.7 from Mageius, shaving a little bit of time off the first lap.
And what's this lap coming in for? We're coming in with a 103. So the 59.8 second lap is going to be his fastest. .109.99 for Mage. My gut feeling is that he's going to probably do fastest lap for Executioner and Gauntlet for these remaining 2 picks of his, Mageius.
Temp
ban, Inferno ban. Let me guess. It's going to be Executioner or Gauntlet. Fast lap.
Executioner, fast lap.
Oh my God, I predicted it.
And we're probably going to see a bed mirror with Bullseye Band. At least I certainly hope we see a bed mirror.
Yeah. Now, Mageius might have an advantage here because he doesn't have quite the same risk of soft locking or escaping it like Crypto has. If Crypto freezes up, his run's dead in the water unless he manages to get 1 lap.
At least on PC, you can alt-tab out, and that can sometimes get you out of the soft lock. Oh, wow. I see what you mean about the PlayStation being darker. Wow.
And that tube is where I like to say is where that track earns its name of Executioner.
Yep, you got several ways to avoid dying there, and none of them are foolproof.
Well, the one that's usually the most reliable at doing it is also the one that hampers your speed the most and slamming hard on the brakes.
Mm-hmm. You can also ride up the wall, and Goofbrush has gotten very good at just hitting the tube somehow.
Which is the most riskiest of all.
All right, both of them going for the red carpet. Mage is taking a death on the way out, unfortunately.
It's on the way in. There we go.
Crypto jumping. Entry is safe. Oh, but here's the other place this track earns its name is that tube right there.
Yeah. That whole section is out to kill you.
Ooh, into
Right
the door.
into the gate.
All right, Crypto coming up on lap 1.
125.19.
126.
126.19. Looked like a 5 for me at first.
Yep. Like Yam says, the kerning on the PS4 version could be better.
I think kerning's the black and white.
Kerning is the spacing between letters.
Oh, spacing between letters.
Oh, Crypto takes a death, but still manages to get the carpet path. That's good for him.
Yeah.
I missed the lap 1 time for Mageius. Did you catch that?
I did not catch it.
Drat.
Looking like this, if he did a little more better consistent, he actually might crashes it, tried to break, didn't break it hard enough. Oh, that is so dangerous, and he paid the price for that.
Yep. Boosting out of that tube, you will crash.
So right into the door.
Hellfire says 145 for Mageius.
Okay. 128.43.
Mageius boosting in the zero gravity tube to avoid underheating. Not really what you want to do there.
And that is a 138.
All right, coming up with that jump for Crypto on the wall and into the tube. Be safe.
Whoa! And he crashed on the exit. Uh-oh. He braked so he could go right into the red carpet path. Ooh. And again, he lets go too late.
All right, lap 3 for KryptoRacer. We got
125.83. Match point for Crypto. Ugh. $145 to $138.
Yam says reverse sweep incoming. Time for Mageius to go 5-0.
Okay. Bullseye ban. Sunken City ban. Let's see. Gauntlet fastest lap.
Yep, fastest lap. Where are we going? All right, there you go. You called it. You called it. And correct me if I'm wrong. Gauntlet, longest track in the game by distance, right?
Yes.
All right, settle in, folks. We're going fastest lap on this.
Fastest full track time is just under 5 minutes with that. Now, this is the track where the sock block has been infamous at claiming runs over the past few years.
All right, looks like we've got the actual start here.
Right off the bat with a crash. Not a good path just taking.
Mm-hmm.
Narrowly dodges the fire.
Mageius taking a better path, but then going back onto the main road and takes.
Oh no! What are you doing, Mage?
No!
Into the track a little bit more.
Oh no!
Total wash of a run. Oofa. Oh my god. Oh. Ah, he takes massive damage. Almost into the warning. Okay, now I'm scared for this tube. Uh-oh. Okay. He dodged the sop block. And that is a 151.
And a crash from Mageius in the corner.
Yeah.
Here we go, lap 2 for Crypto. What path does he take? Again, on the main road with the asteroids.
Goal is to jump over and stay on that as little as possible.
All right, lap 1 for Mageius. Looks like we're coming up with a 2:33.52.
Yep. Okay. This time Mageius gets it.
Yep. Crypto underheating a bit in the straightaway.
Uh-oh.
Crashes in the tube.
Bust, if he didn't break that rock, it probably would have soft locked him.
Mm-hmm.
Armor 153.46. Still is 151 from the first lap count still.
Oh no, Mageius misses the entrance and has to go around the bowl again.
That's the second time he's done that. What rotten luck.
Crypto on super high heat there. Do you think he'll have enough heat to get through the off-road?
Easily.
Oh, but
He let go of the boost. I think his first lap's going to be the fastest now.
Yep.
Mageius slams into the big rock.
Ooh, and avoids the soft lock there.
Yep. $222.16. That is certainly his new time because that was a new lap record. Crashes in the rock. Looks like looks like he avoided soft lock by inches or millimeters. A 157. His 151 first lap is gonna held. Can't really call it until the final lap with Mage.
Narrowly dodges the pillar there. Does he get the ball?
He does.
Makes it in.
Oh, fun.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's an unfortunate place to crash.
And a 210.15. Crypto wins advances further into the losers bracket to face Digital Unity, and Mageius is eliminated.
Mageius says, I've had better, and damn, wish I could have been on point more.
Felt really good today as what KryptoRacer said. Hello?
Hello, Mageius.
Mageius.
I am kind of curious. Race 2, Grabvine Gateway, Anakin versus Mars Guo. What was the logic behind those choices there?
Anakin's the track favorite.
I was trying Ben Quadraneros, but I was like, oh no, I'm a bit too green on that one. So I went to track favorite. Just
He's actually not a bad, he's actually a very safe pick for Grabvine.
Yeah. Overall was fun, and I picked Grabvine just because most people ban it.
yeah,
The opportunity.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's a fun track. Have you seen more people actually using the fastest lap option yet?
Expected to come out more in the best of 13s.
it feels a lot different. The pressure of it.
Well, hey, I think almost anybody should be, especially in losers, would consider doing it because it really does apply the pressure.
I was a bit uneasy when you forced Executioner and Gauntlet on Mageius Crypto because I know Crypto runs the risk of a permanent soft lock unlike PC on PS4.
I did not know that. I did not know that. Ouch.
That would have been hilarious.
Hey, I've gotten soft locked before myself.
Oh, we all have. The problem is that Gauntlet one is so consistent. I think it's Gauntlet. The one in the tunnel. The tunnel one is just so consistent. If you die with one rock, you're pretty much going to be in the last asteroid.
Yeah. The secret to that one, from at least some of the top racers I've seen, actually throwing some AI opponents so they'll actually run into it.
Yep.
Ooh, that's smart. Yeah.
I mean, hey, it should help prevent the soft lock.
Yeah, as long as it's been destroyed, it doesn't matter then.
Still doesn't help on the first lap where you have to plow through it.
Yeah, but for the remaining ones, it does. Said for the remaining ones, it really does.
And at the very least, it's a weight off your mind, right?
Yeah. But I had fun. Hopefully you all did as well. And hopefully the fans enjoyed it at the very least.
I found a couple of floors this time where it's like, oh gosh, the collision detection. Especially when you're boosting, everything feels like glass. Well, you feel like glass.
Oh, trust me. There was a lot of little things on that one. But that's the nature of the game.
Yep.
Especially in Ando Prime on those ice tunnels. That was rough.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the first time that in this tournament I went through there, never had an issue. But man, this time I went through it like all 3 times. I think I died just because going a little too fast.
I am happy that I'm not the only one that legitimately does not like the actual, tracks where you legitimately can fall off super easy.
Yeah, the entirety of Ordubana banned.
I mean, to be fair, it's like Scrappers, Hirvish, you can manage it, but yeah. I think that's what would have probably gentlemen did too. Yeah, let's just ban that and we can basically come up with other tracks we want to ban. I mean, hey, we all have those tracks we don't like.
Oh, man.
Like with the field pinning, Grabvine,
Yeah,
Yes.
like
And Inferno.
and Fire Mountain.
And Bota Classic.
boots and
Boot
class.
is not that bad. It's just long.
I will say banning the boot that makes me sad because that is a fun course. It's hard and it's long, but it's so much fun. Plus, I mean, it's the movie track.
And the book track too, if you ever read the book. Yes, there's an actual book version of the actual movie, which oddly enough includes the training course.
That's hilarious.
One.
Well, to be fair, it is the closest we get to the race before that Anakin's talking about in the movie where he crashes his pod. Because it's not the classic, so I can only assume it's the training course.
I didn't know that before. That's ridiculous.
As I said, yeah, it's like, that's the reason why Anakin, legitimized his own pod in that one, because he broke Watto's.
And then he rebuilt it into his own without Watto knowing.
Oh no, he legitimately just built his own.
Completely behind Watto's back.
Yeah, pretty much just like how he built C-3PO in 2. Sorry, in 1. Hopefully the fans enjoyed it.
Yep. I know I did.
I did.
It was fun. Wasn't playing at my best, but it was fun. There's hoping we have some more interesting races coming up. I know we have like one more thing scheduled for now.
Yeah, at 8 a.m. Pacific time, Nock versus Salascalar.
That's
Mageius for the races. This has been great.
You too. As I said, since they're moving on, don't forget to think about, picking some of the fastest lap on some of the tracks you think you can manage to scrape together a good lap.
One good lap.
Yeah.
Just especially on the last one with Gauntlet. My first lap was my best lap, and I actually thought I didn't think I was doing as well as I could have, but all the other ones I just screwed up too much, like especially that last lap where I messed up my.
Yeah, I screwed up, more than I should on that one, considering I really do practice Gauntlet and Executioner just because they're good tracks to practice with.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't like them, so they're solid.
Me.
They're generally like the two tracks that's like, on scale of difficulty, what would you say? Like 6, 7-ish? I mean, they're not Graphvine difficult, but they're not,
It's just the chance of the rocks that tend to make it like feel more difficult because a lot of the track is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's like
tricks in two places where you have the entry of the pipes in weird ways, or
it's like it's one of those tracks. It's just like it's good to practice on because it is straightforward, and the two smaller things where you have to work out are a pain. Although if you're really lucky, you can actually cheese the tunnels by just getting down low and just boosting through it. It works. You just got to know when you're close to the end so you don't legitimately wreck getting out of it.
I think I did that on one of them where I was boosting at the end and it killed me right.
Yeah, I hate when that happens too, especially when it's just like you're prepared perfectly and it just flings you out at the wrong angle.
Whee!
Into the wall or the floor. In your case, the wall and then the ceiling. That was an impressive crash there.
I'll tell you, the one thing I've learned about, at least for Executioner, before you get into the, not even the first tunnel, but, like going around to like take the upper path, if you're starting to crash, immediately crash as fast as possible because the game's default facing is the lower path. Even if you're close to the right side or left side, the checkpoint for that is so huge that you legitimately have to crash as soon as possible to have a chance at getting the time save.
I panicked when I crashed right up after the tunnel because it started to put me down, and I thought, oh, don't put me down in the bottom tunnel. And fortunately, it put me just beyond it because I had crashed, I think, in the sector that's in there. And
as I said, it's like legitimately like from the coming out of the tunnel all the way to like just about the where the top tunnel starts. If you screw up any of that, you're going in the bottom tunnel.
So I've heard this is almost is that right?
Almost, my first time commentating.
Nice. I didn't like
Got a lot of jitters there. I'm gonna be honest.
Did you have fun? Is the better question.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to doing it again.
Awesome.
Looks like we're coming to the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for coming. We look forward to seeing you again on Sunday for again the Nock versus Salascalar race.
May the force be with you all and try not to crash.
Good luck, everyone. May the force be with you.
Force be with you too.
May the force be with you.